So, my project for this weekend is right here. This is the inside of my chicken coop. We still got to do the nest boxes. You can see how they really get the nest boxes really dirty. And so we've cleaned out most of the bedding in there. And as you can see, it's all right here. But what I do is I put DE underneath my pine shavings, and this helps with keeping mites down and keeping, in my area we have a lot of ants, so it keeps the ants from getting into the chicken coop. And I've also been in here, as you can see, I freshly raked all this and tried to fill in around the holes. They like to dig around the edges of the chicken coop for some reason, which is why I have the retaining block down all the way around the chicken coop. And so this is a project I do once a month. And as you can see, I have double doors on the side of my chicken coop, and my floors are tiled. I will say this: if you do decide to build a chicken coop and you decide to tile the bottom, don't get these square tiles, because as you can see, they tend to come up. Just get a solid piece of laminate and cut it to place. If I had to do it again, that's what I would do. But yeah, this is the inside of my chicken coop, and they've got 3 resting bars that they can rest on. They have the vent up there, which is open because it's summertime, and right now they're locked out of the chicken coop because I'm working on it. And you can see them, they're all down there like, what are you doing? But if you have chickens, this is something that you got to look forward to. You do have to clean your chicken coop fairly regularly if you want to keep your birds healthy. Another thing I do for my chickens is I do take DE and put it under the chicken coop where it will stay kind of dry, so they have a good place to get a dust bath. And they will do that. They will do that quite frequently. So I have 5 chickens, and as you can see, I have 3 nesting boxes. These are fairly big nesting boxes, and I've actually caught in this one right here, this middle one, I actually caught 2 hens in there at the same time. So sometimes they will try and lay eggs in the same box all the time. But you need to, even in your nesting boxes, you need to put a handful of DE under it, because I say DE, that's dichatomus earth, because that's all natural and the chickens can eat it, and it doesn't affect the chickens, but it will kill pests. And so you want to have as clean a nest box as you can get. And as you can see, mine are looking kind of grungy right now, right? So this has been put off for a week, right? And I really need to get to it 2 weeks ago, but I had the company picnic to go to, and then last weekend we couldn't do it because it was pouring down rain. So this is my project for today, and it's a lot of work. It's about 85 out here right now, and it looks like thunderstorms are going to move in sometime tomorrow by the Weather Channel, and when I'm looking at it, might be even earlier than tomorrow. And as you can see, the pool is completely gone. Yep, lost the pool. So that's another project in and of itself. Yeah, my handyman never showed up today. I wanted him to cut this wood up and stack it here, and he never showed up. So I don't know what the deal is with that. My next project that we're going to be doing is, if you come under here, you'll see where the roof is kind of collapsing from the weight of all the leaves and debris that's on top of it. So what I've got to do is I've got to get up there and pull all of that Virginia creeper that's on top of the roof. I got to pull all that off and all those dead leaves. All right, let me give you a good picture of it. You can see it. So we got to pull all of that off, and then we got to push the middle up and put 2x4s under it to hold it up a little bit better, because the ones that are under here are beginning, you know, we've got these carpenter bees and they love to dig these little holes everywhere, and unfortunately that weakens the structure. And as you can see, we just had a 1-ply on there, and that did not do good. So we're gonna have to come in here and put 2x4s underneath this to support it up, and hopefully we'll get that done. If not this weekend, maybe next weekend. But yeah, this is an ongoing thing that you have to deal with, even if you're in the suburbs and you're kind of, you know, got some chickens or got a little stuff around the house that you need to keep up on. It's a constant thing. My lawnmower is still broke, so I'm still having to come out here with the string trimmer and cut all of this. So it doesn't look like it, but I just cut it 3 days ago. But she's still broke. She's just sitting in the shed, broke. I got the belt for it hanging up on the wall right there, but I don't know how to put it on. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. So that's what I got for you today. And you know, keep your eye on the news, because I mean, the way the news is cranking out, it doesn't look too good, right? So do your thing, you know, get your supplies in that you can get in while you can get it, and stock it, right? I know even in my business, we're slowing down, and so this is pre-winter, starting the pre-winter, and you know, getting fall gardens and stuff like that put in the ground if you're going to have those. Or like I got my garlic bed, I got to clean that out tomorrow, get that all cleaned out, new garlic plant it for next spring. We've already kind of cleaned this bed out. The only thing that's really in here now is my blackberries, raspberries, and one blueberry tree. So I'm thinking I'm gonna plant another blueberry tree down here, because I got plenty there that I can pull off of these 2 big ones, and we'll just plant a cutting off of that. Other than that, I did not really get any produce this year. Unfortunately, the squirrels had come in and devastated everything. I mean, they literally have devastated everything. That and massive influx of Japanese beetles. They've come up in here. So next year, I know I'm going to have to get some Japanese beetle traps and hang them out. You know, of course, I'm going to get the organic kind so I can feed the beetles to the chickens. But it's amazing with such a small animal how much trouble they can be. And as you can see here, my cucumbers are way overgrown. I've let them just go because I wasn't getting anything. And as you can see, they have just been devastated with the Japanese beetles. So if I could, I would let the chickens out. But if I let the chickens out, they get into everything. Now, the good thing is my elderberry is starting to come in, right? So we might get some elderberry. The darn rodents seem to not like the elderberry. The pokeweed is right beside it. This pokeweed I've cut down several times. I mean, every year I cut it down, and every year it comes back, right? So, one thing I will tell you about elderberry, it likes to spread out. So wherever you plant it, you need to make sure that you have a good area for it to spread out in. And that's what I have for you today. I'm hoping that you're blessed and that everything is going good for you, and you're not affected by all these layoffs. A lot of people I know have been affected by the layoffs going around all over the country. So yeah, it's time to get ready for winter, folks. I know it's only August, but we need to get ready for winter. We always need to have that in our mind, that winter's coming and cold weather's coming, and need to get ready for it. Need to get your animals ready for it. Need to start stocking up your winter feed, just in case you have a month or two where you can't get to the store. You know, things of this nature. And that's what I've got for you today. Bicycle.